ladies and gents. I did something with my Honda here. So, I wanted to put a ton of lights on it. And I can't tell you why. Maybe I'm jealous of Jeep guys and F350s. But I thought it would be fun to do a Safari Edition Honda Acty. So as soon as I got it, I just liked the way the ones looked with the roof racks. But a lot of the ones I could find were gigantic, so I had to piece all of this together. And again, I wanted to put a bunch of lights on for no other reason than going on a safari in the woods. So what's funny is I bought this one. I measured the roof line and I bought this 42-inch curved from Nilight, and the side ones and the back one, and I bought them, and then like a day later they reached out and wanted to do a sponsorship. And I installed Nilights, man, in like 2016 on my tan Kia that got totaled this year by some dude smashing into me with a 3500 truck. Anywho, they reached out like a day later. Maybe it was because of my order or something, and they're like, hey, do you want to do something? And I'm like, guys, I already bought these. And they're like, oh, how about we refund you and you do a video? So, not really a sponsorship, but I bought them, and then they asked me if I wanted to do a video and sent me the money back. What's funny is I did buy them with my own money, and then they approached me afterwards. Also, because I didn't want to put a bunch of holes in everything, I hit up Vevor. They have sent me a bunch of cool stuff. I looked at their website, and they had a roof rack that was not super wide, but it was long. It was super long. So this is half of the roof rack, but it fit perfect. And then, again, I didn't want to put holes in anything, and it was kind of difficult to find a drip rail pinch roof rack, or bars, or whatever you want to call it. That's a rack. This is like whatever, mounts, ladder rack, whatever. So they would all overhang a lot or not be able to scrunch down, and it was two tubes that stick together and they would bottom out, etc. So I found these. I'm lucky I did, because when I installed them, I just slid. These were like 72 inches long. I'll show you a picture, hopefully. So I slid one end all the way in until they stopped. These rubber caps come off, and it's aluminum, and then it's covered in this nice hard plastic everywhere. So I measured how wide this was, cut it off with the bandsaw, and then hammered the caps back on. And then this roof rack is a little high, and then this holds itself kind of high. You know, assuming a van or a truck has quite a bow in it, and this one is flat. So I flipped these upside down. These came with the Vevor roof rack. So I flipped it upside down, and then I mounted all the lights to it so that it wasn't putting holes in anything. And then I used one of those, I love these, Mick tuning. I'll have to show you a picture, but it goes to it's an 8-button, and that's a fuse panel you feed with power and ground, big ones. And then it's all solid state relays and regular ATC fuses. See that, Jones? And then when you hit the buttons up here, you can see that's turning on that one, that's that one, that's that one, that's that one. You get all the lights. So, and then what I did was, I didn't want to do anything permanent and drill holes, so I used UV hardening resin. I've used this before on plastic stuff, and you can like shove a plastic pry bar, like interior pry bar, under this, pop it up, and plastic razor blade this UV stuff right off, not damage the plastic or discolor it at all. And it is really in there. I can shake the truck by it. So, super happy with this. Super happy with how it worked out. Check out this. That's, you know, middle of the day. And then the back one is here. Ta-da! And then I did cubes on the side. I have no idea why this makes me so happy, but it sure does. I love it. And I wanted to show them off, and then I'll show the video next. And they gave me a discount code for the rack. So if Honda Acty guys want to find the rack, I have a discount code for them. And none of them paid me for anything. Vevor sent this for free, and Nilight refunded me, funny enough. And what we want to do, no offense to Vevor, is put a sticker bomb this with tons of car stickers like my lift, as anybody would do. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'll show more about both of them. I'm a scumbag, and I told them I would do this earlier. I'm always kind of late on that. And also, I got these scooters to review, not to throw everybody in one video, but I promised these guys I would do. That's one they sent like 2.5 years ago, and this is a new one that they sent, and they're super fun, and I love those too. They're not paying me to make videos, but I said I would make one if I like them, and I certainly do. So hopefully I'm not making you guys angry with this, but I think you can appreciate it a little bit. But thanks. I'll show video of this thing at night and everything else. Okay, a little bit of an unboxing here. There's the rack, and there's the rails for the roof. And open them up and install these Joneses. And then clamp the guy to the roof. Figure that out. You can see the giant overhang. And then I trim it down, shove the rack on, and go test out the lights after I wire them in. Then I just go into my backyard, and I did a little bit of the video here you'll see next, but that's front and rear light bar in my backyard. It is awesome. I'm loving my safari edition here. I'm ready to go lion hunting in the savannah and everything else. And we'll show some more clips of it working and lighting up the night. And then the videos are what's really cool. It shows you the start and finish, turning it on and off, and the difference between the headlights. It's funny, if you drive with this a little and you turn the bar off, you swear you have candles for your headlights. That's the difference. I hope you can see it. Obviously, the camera changes exposure, so it's hard to show it perfectly unless you have a fixed exposure. I've seen people do the flashlight tests with that, but I think you can understand. You can see 350 feet in front of you in the woods at night. Also, I 3D printed some TPU slugs because I only used half of the roof rack. And to keep, I have really bad paper wasps up here, and they'll build a nest in this in 2 hours. Also to keep rain out of them. So I made these pretty tight interference and then hammered them in. And they look and fit great. So we're out here idling in the backyard. We're gonna throw on this light bar. Pretty wild, very bright. And then here's my backup light. Also very bright. Here's a comparison. That's literally like my head unit reflecting on the glass. So here's parking lights, low beams, high beams, and then here's the bar. Yeah, that is quite a difference. The high beams are not bad in this thing, and it obliterates the highs. That's lows, parking lights, everything off. Struggling with the dark road. Okay, we got a particularly dark section of woods here. Lots of deer, no light at all. Driving the Safari Acty out here. Oh, that's nice. You can see now. I don't want to blind these people, so we'll go into the woods. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty nice. I can kind of see absolutely everything. I enjoy this 42-inch very much. And then also, if people behind you are bothering you, you can burn their retinas with that one. I don't know how fast you can. Not that bad. Also, it's pretty dark up here. This is a nice little, there's no houses, it's all woods and trail entrances. So I'll clear these houses and then try not to burn the trees with this. Still some houses. Still some houses. Here we go. Oh man. I love this thing. I think I can see through deer with this thing. Well, I got my low beams on and I can't tell if there's deer up here on this road. So we'll just throw this guy on. We can see. Another thing I wanted to show off is this bar is so bright that it's daytime and it lights up the signs like that. See this 45-mile-an-hour sign up here? Boop. Like it's its own light.